On the outskirts of a small Dutch village stood an old windmill, its blades creaking in the wind, abandoned for years. The mill was a place of superstition, with tales of strange noises and ghostly figures passed down for generations. It was in this eerie setting that Maria van der Berg, a young woman, was found dead at the base of the mill's ladder, her lifeless body a stark contrast to the serene countryside. The investigation began with many questions but few answers. Maria was known as a kind and spirited young woman with no apparent enemies. However, whispers of an argument the night before between Maria and Willem de Vries soon surfaced. Willem, a local carpenter with bright blue eyes and a strong build, had been obsessed with Maria for years. Though he seemed harmless, those who knew him spoke of his possessiveness. Willem and Maria had known each other since childhood, but Willem's feelings had grown dark when Maria fell in love with someone else, a young farmer named Peter Jansen. This jealousy led to the confrontation at the old mill on the night Maria died. On that evening, Maria went to the old mill to meet Peter in secret. Unbeknownst to her, Willem had fallen, his heart full of anger. He watched from the shadows, rage building with every moment. When Maria saw Willem approaching instead of Peter, her smile faded. An argument ensued. Willem demanded she leave Peter, but Maria stood her ground, her voice steady, while Willem's grew frantic. In a moment of uncontrolled rage, Willem grabbed Maria, shaking her as she tried to break free. In his fury, he pushed her towards the mill's ladder. She lost her balance, her hands reaching out desperately, but there was nothing to hold. She fell, her body hitting the ground with a sickening thud. Silence followed, broken only by the creaking of the mill's blades. Peter arrived moments too late. He saw Willem standing over Maria's body, his face pale. Panic-stricken, Willem fled into the night. Peter, devastated, called for help, and soon the villagers gathered, grief etched on their faces. The authorities quickly began their investigation, questioning anyone who had seen Maria or Willem that night. They soon learned of Willem's obsession. Witnesses recalled the argument and Willem's increasingly unhinged behavior towards Maria in recent weeks. The evidence against Willem piled up quickly. Willem was found hiding in his workshop, trembling. When confronted, he broke down, admitting everything. He confessed that he never meant to kill Maria, only wanting her to understand his love, but his emotions had spiraled out of control. His face was streaked with tears as he spoke, his words full of regret.